it's mute. There it goes. Hi, everyone. Just trying to get some dinner ready. I'm gonna do what I do best. A little rice dish. A little rice. Listen, that's the good thing about me as a Southerner. My love for Southern food. All I need is rice. I should have got some beans. I'll probably go back and get some beans tomorrow. All I need is rice, and I'm happy. Well, you know what? Well, maybe I can make beans in the... I don't know. I gotta figure out if I can make beans. Hi, Jamal. How's your night going? Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen when you come in here. Okay. What you got going on tonight? Hey, hello. I'm going to try. Of course, everyone wants to message me right when I was getting so annoyed at my stream this morning because it's like I don't ever hear from anybody. And then boom, the second I go live, every notification wants to come in on my phone. Every text message. It's like, good Lord. Trying to get some dinner ready for tonight. What y'all having for dinner? I know Barb is having a factor meal. What are you having for dinner, Jamal? I went to the store. I just got back. Well, I got back like an hour ago. Because I went to the store and then I had came back and I went and took the dogs for a walk. I went to the bathroom. And now it's time to get some dinner ready. But I got some goodies, some other things I didn't intend on getting. I got my broccoli. I'm excited about my broccoli. Girl, not Taco Bell. I have not had Taco Bell since I was a kid. I really have no urge to have Taco Bell. What I do remember about Taco Bell was that Taco Bell is like that type of place where it really doesn't matter. It's like everything you get there is like made with the same ingredients, so it all tastes the same. You can get the number 7, you can get the number 2, you can get the combo, you can get the non-combo. It's all gonna taste the same. You know what I want to do though? I have some rotisserie chicken in here. I want to put the chicken in here with the rice, and I want to see how that cooks together in the steamer. I got these from the HEB. $7. I don't know. When I looked at it in the packet, it seemed like it was so much more. And then when I opened it, I was like, I don't know if that's a lot. But these are Chesapeake style shrimp cocktail. It's like Cajun spices, honey. Cajun spices. Everything at Taco Bell tastes the same. My love for cocktail shrimp ain't no joke. It really ain't no joke. Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight? Oh, let me get the chicken out. Oh Lord. Okay. I got this rotisserie chicken. And lately, like when I reheat my rice to like steam, I've been putting the chicken in there, the breast part, and it's been like crazy tender and so good. So now I'm curious if I put it in there for like the 20 minutes and let it cook, how that'll happen. So I'm going to take off this breast and put it in my, I'm joking, and put it in here on top of the rice. I'm going to do some more actually. I'm probably not going to eat it tonight, but I'll probably eat it for breakfast and put some more in here. Yeah, let's do more and more and more and more and more. Okay. I got the breast in here. Let's do a little bit of skin for flavor. And maybe this will like season the rice a little bit. It got like drastically cold. Oh my God. Not the chicken and not the breast. The weather did. So I went to Walgreens, not Walgreens, I went to the grocery store. Come over here with me so I can put this in here. Put it in my handy Zanzi rice cooker. Okay. It's going to take 20 minutes. Cook. Turbo. All right. 20 minutes is going to be ready. I tell you, the most convenient thing in the world is having a freaking rice cooker. You see, when I go to the grocery store, and I'm alive when I do the grocery store. Oh, I got avocado too. Don't nobody want to come up and talk to me, but I be telling you, I'll be getting comments all the time. I'm sitting here just doing my shopping. This woman was in the way, like y'all right in front of the avocado. This whole freaking HEB is packed out, and y'all want to stand right in front of the avocado. You know all these white people around here want avocado. Girl, move out the way. Her man and her buggy just right in the way. So, hey, welcome in, Ace. So I'm cleaning my broccoli right now. Crown. So I'm sitting there holding my bag. First of all, I had to get behind him. He's like pushed up against the bag. So I'm like, excuse me. That's exactly how I say, excuse me. He just leans a little bit, doesn't even move his buggy out the way, right? And then I'm just sitting there holding my bag, right, looking at the avocado. He's sitting right there, his girlfriend or wife or whatever is sitting right there, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at the avocado, not even looking at her. I'm just like, bitch, could you fucking move so I can get my shit? Why are you looking at me? Only for her to be like, oh, am I in the way? Oh my God, you just look so beautiful. I'm like, thank you. Could you move out of the way so I can get my avocado hoe? So she finally left the way. Girl, I know I'm cute. Ain't nobody got to tell me I'm cute. I love everybody telling me I'm cute. But, anyway, so, I'm walking around HEB, just minding my business, listening to my podcast. And, I'm going to keep that. I don't want to keep that. I'm going to keep that part. And I get to checkout, long line. This man's like, oh, would you like to go in front of me? I'm not going to decline that. Absolutely. Move. Thank you. So I go ahead and take my little opportunity, get in front of him. I get to check out. And then while I'm checking out, this woman comes up to me and she taps into my shoulder. I know you probably hear this all the time, but you are absolutely beautiful. But you know what I notice is that when people do tell me that, I will flash my smile. And whenever I flash my smile, people never smile back. They always look at my teeth, and their eyes are always like wide, like they're looking at something like gold or something. And I finally realized, I don't think people realize when they see me, they're like, oh, she's cute. And then they see me smile and they're like, oh, bitch, you got a nice smile too. Yes, thank you. I do, honey, I do. I do. So yeah, I guess that's enough broccoli. Do I want to air fry the broccoli, or do I want to steam it a little bit? I need to buy one of them. How do you like yours? Oh, this is the Cuckoo rice cooker. If you're getting a rice cooker, you need to get a Cuckoo. That's the only one that matters. I wanted a Cuckoo my whole life. It is the Japanese brand. It's the brand that they use in all of Asia, like the high quality one. This is like a $400 air fryer that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. Hadn't ever even been used. I had just moved to Houston, right? And the woman who was listing it was up from like Biloxi or Gulfport, Mississippi. And I was like, how cool is that? And then when it arrived to me, everything was still like all wrapped up. It had never been used before. It has an unlimited, like after it cooks, it keeps your rice warm. Like every time you pop open that top, you can pop open that top in 10 hours, in 14 hours, leave it overnight, wake up the next morning and have your rice. You pop it up, steam comes out. It is perfect. What else? Yeah, I mean, it cooks up to like 10 cups of rice at one time. I mean, it's perfect. I love it. Definitely worth the $40 I paid for, especially when it's worth $400, honey. Yeah, It's amazing. I'm gonna go back and get some beans tomorrow because I think cooking some beans in there will be convenient. So that way I can have rice and beans or rice and peas, something. Hey, Rich City, welcome in. Okay. So once that hits the 10-minute mark, then I'll probably put my broccoli up in there. In the meantime, my protein of choice is going to be my leftover crab seafood stuffed salmon. Yes, honey. Let me see. Let me get that little salmon juice out of there. Ugh. And then let me season. Let's go to my little seasoning cabinet. Okay. Hey ho. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do some Old Bay. I mean, she stay in the way at all times. Some black pepper. Let's do some to help it crisp up some of this. Let's do some garlic oil. You know, I really don't feel good using this Asian garlic oil. First of all, it's Asian. Second of all, it's Chinese Asian. Third of all, these things that are oils, like for example, is there even any? Girl. See, it's garlic flavored oil, which just means they have an essential oil in here. I'm not gonna use this anymore. I will literally throw this out. I'm gonna throw it out. Yes, it adds garlic. Girl, let me use it one more time. Shit. Let me use it one more time. I hate using stuff like this. It's so unhealthy for you. I mean, it's so unhealthy for you. It's not even real garlic oil. It's garlic flavored oil. Let me get over here because my service is messing up. The mafia, like the legit mafia, when they left the whole drug industry back in the day, they literally went over to the food industry. I know that may sound weird or crazy, but the mafia truly is in charge of now like food distribution. So if y'all really get down the rabbit hole of like the foods that you eat and stuff, if you ever care about it, you'll realize what things you should buy and should not buy. For one major thing is oil. The mafia is, and I know it sounds so weird, the mafia, but I'm like, it really is. Do your research about the mafia. They left the drug industry in Italy and they took over the food industry. To this day, in modern 2025, government officials, especially in Italy where they live, the Italian president, whatever they have over there, they literally get threatened. Homes blown up, cars blown up, homes set on fire, murdered. To this day, happened last year when they tried to get in control of the food. So people really try to stay away from the food over there. And one major thing that they are in control of, what does Italy have that's big? Olive oil and oils. Girl, I could do a whole video on it. But these fools are in control of oil, so that's why, you know, try to stay away from like truffle oil and types of things like that, because it's, when I tell you it's not good for you, I mean, it's so deep into it that if you aren't buying an olive oil that's like $20 or more, 9 times out of 10 it's not real olive oil. And that should matter to you. It's typically rapeseed oil, not even grapeseed oil. It's rapeseed oil, which is like low quality. I also try to stay away from these type of oils, but I want to use it because I don't have garlic and I want a garlic flavor. But like, here it is. Okay, the ingredients for this are canola oil, garlic essential oil, and soybean oil. So this is literally canola oil, the oil you deep fry with. Soybean oil, the oil you deep fry with. And then an essential oil, which is, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'll literally throw that away. My biggest fear in the world is essential oils. I don't understand how people put it in their, like, you know, like those little diffusers where you put, like, you know, it puts out the little humidifier, little smoke, the little air. What is it? Humidity, whatever. And you put like your favorite little scent in there. Girl, I will never understand how people use those ever. You're just literally breathing in cancer. I mean, that's literally all it is cancer. Oh my God, my friend Peyton back in the day, she would put like a drop or two of essential oil in her tea and drink it. And I would just be like, what are you doing, you lunatic? Why are you drinking this essential oil? Essential oil is so bad for you, so cancerous, so dangerous. And all the chakra people, all the healers and all that type of stuff, they'll testify up and down and all this shit. No, it is bad for you. People have been dying from essential oil since BC era. It is so not good for you. I refuse to have it in a humidifier. I refuse to use essential oil. And I've been this way probably since I was 18. I want my humidifier to put out water, and that's it. I just learned about that. Candles, you got to make sure your candles don't have it. I make sure my baby doll. You got to make sure you still playing your game? You got to make sure your candles. I make sure my candles are. What is the oil? I haven't used them in a while. They can't have essential oil, and they have to have. What kind of wax is it? I can't remember the wax. I can't remember. There's a certain wax. I try to stay away from soybean as well. Soybean is very bad for you. Even though it's all in like tofu and all this Asian stuff, I'm just like I like tofu, but I'm not gonna really eat a lot of tofu because I rarely eat tofu. I love tofu, but I rarely eat it because it's soy, and soy is not good for the body. But every vegan and their mama will tell you, oh my God, it's soy, it's so good for you. But I will do a soy candle, that's what it is. My candles have to be made of soy because you can breathe that in and it not be cancerous. Yes, Peter. He is just so sweet. So we're making dinner. What you got going on tonight, Felix? Felix, I saw a TikTok this morning. I screenshotted it. I need to show it to you. And it was like somebody smoking, like, it was like 100, I don't know, like a whole pack or two of cigarettes, but they were all wrapped up in like one circular cigarette. And it's all lit up at the same time. And then it has like all their chickens in the backyard. And I was just like, why does it scream Felix for some reason? Okay. Truffle oil. A lot of people buy truffle oil. Bitch, there is no such thing as real truffle oil. Y'all know that, right? If y'all do truffle oil, you're just eating oil that has essential oil in it. Watch yourself before you kill yourself. All right, let's come over here. Hey, girl. About time you catch a live on time. You feeling better? I smell that chicken in the air fryer, or in the steamer. All right. Ooh, it's too early to be cooking my salmon. I'm gonna wait on the last 10 minutes and cook everything together. Oh, girl, my phone is right on top of it. Ugh. That is disgusting. Oh my God. First this morning I touched boo boo. Now my phone's sitting here in wet salmon. I gotta clean this off with a baby wipe. My chickens are running for me. They be like, "Oh, he ready to fucking, what you say? He be ready to roost." You be saying cock-a-doodle. Oh, all right, I'll put y'all over here because now it's already about to die. I'll put y'all on the charger. I feel a lot better. Yes, honey, good. Ooh, I need a tan. Good. I hate looking at myself. I'm so white right now. Goodness. I can't wait for summer to get here. If they got any barbecue sauce in a water. At this point, knowing your character, I'm shocked you haven't started some type of little, well, it's a little too late to start a TikTok trend. Seeing as TikTok's about to be gone. What am I doing? I'm gonna bring the salmon right here. I'm gonna do the mushrooms. I got the broccoli. I did too much broccoli, but hell or hot water is fine. A knife. Okay. I am doing just another little rice bowl. Hey, Raina, I'm doing another little rice bowl. Did y'all know that? Or did I just tell that information to y'all? Did y'all know the mafia is in charge of the food? I actually learned this when I was doing my Chinese food videos. And I'm okay with eating these wontons that I got, because these wontons are Korean made, okay? And I trust the Korean food industry, all right? I'm every... Oh, I thought you said, Barb, I'm every chicken emoji. You said hit every chicken emoji. I'm every chicken emoji. Bark, bark, bark. Wait, what the hell does chicken make? Bark, bark. Wait, what bird is that? Bark, bark. Is that a chicken? Anyways. So, my pawpaw's about to die. I'm gonna have to make a trip to Mississippi soon. And I'm really just now really putting it together that I don't have any funeral clothes. I don't know what the hell to wear to a funeral. And then I'm gonna be around the Mississippi family. I hope they don't expect me to show up in a button-up shirt and some slacks with some loafers on. Mama, I'm not coming if you want me to wear that, girl. I don't know what to wear. I ain't got no funeral clothes. I ain't never been to a funeral. I went to one funeral. I went to my dad's funeral, but that was it. Hi, Rashawn. That is so close. You are literally one letter off from my middle name. Make sure I double tap that screen. Helps my algorithm. You are one letter off from my middle name. Well, no, you're 2 letters off from my middle name. That's an abrupt subject change. You guys, I got time. Bitch, he's supposed to be dead this week. What you talking about? I got time. I ain't got no time. Felix, I'm gonna knock you out, boy. I swear to God. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to wear black. But all my black shit is little date night dresses. I ain't got no damn put them in the ground dresses. Well, hell, I got some put them in the ground dresses, but they still ain't funeral appropriate. We walk into that funeral. What the hell does this hoe got on? Hell, bitches, all I had was black and a little bit of booty cheek poking out at the bottom. Hallelujah. God rest Papa's soul. All right, so we got mushrooms. And bitch, I ain't even got shoes. Cause y'all know Bunny chewed up all my damn shoes. Get a nice black dress and heel. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you have to understand I'm going to Mississippi. And I'm going to be around a certain type of the family. All right, we got 10 minutes. I'm going to be around a certain side of the family who has never seen me. Anything like that. Quiet as it's kept. My mother, I never even... There's only so much. There's only so much a girl can do, honey. There's only so much a girl can do, honey. You have to understand, I'm very considerate of my mother. Very considerate of my mother. That's what I was trying to tell my boo earlier. I was trying to let him know, but I haven't really let him know, but I may be me 100% all the way. I mean, look, I still, what do y'all always see me in? I'm in leggings, shorts, t-shirts. I'm Mississippi. But I know certain things are hard on my mom, and I choose not to make it hard on her. So I would never just show up in heels and a dress around my mom, because that would be hard on her, and I'm a considerate child. So no, I can't just show up in heels and a dress. My mother is a Southern Mississippi woman, okay? I am confident in who I am in my skin, but I'm very much like, I know certain things, and my mom knows who I am. I know she's seen pictures of me, because I know my sister is very nosy. She's very nosy. My sister follows like my Instagram, and she follows my TikTok. And on my TikTok, I have videos of me, all my cute little dresses and my hair, everything done. And I know she sees that, and I know she shows it to my mom. So I know my mom knows all of it. But I'm just considerate to my mom. That's all it is. So no, I would never just show up in a dress and heels. Now, baby, the day I get married to my baby, hell yeah, she ain't got no damn choice. Okay, this is my day, girl. But until then, I'm very considerate to my mom. That's all it is. Now, I will tell you, this past Christmas and this past Thanksgiving, I wore my fabulous boots with the heels. Just confidently, it just, and even though I looked fire and I looked so good, like when she saw me, she was like, oh Lord. That's what she said each time. I like, hey girl. And she was like, what you got? Oh Lord. That's how she is. So, I'd drive around. Hell no. Mississippi's the greatest state. I will always rep that. I love my home. Mississippi's amazing. I think it really is a place. Let me tell you something. And I'm not playing with you. Every celebrity and their mama has a vacation home in Mississippi. Jackson may be small, but I can tell you where Renee Zellweger's house is. I can tell you exactly where both of James Franco's houses are. I can tell you where Beyonce's mama's house is. I can tell you where, Lawrence Fishburne's house is. Every celebrity and their mama comes to Jackson. It is a fabulous place. I think our reputation is more based off of, and I hate when people make it sound like it's such a racist place. Yeah, civil rights movement happened in Mississippi, but I mean, hello. It ain't nothing but black and white people there. If it was so bad, you wouldn't have no black people there no more. No, we're all like me. We're all just loud mouths. So I think what the worst part about Mississippi is that we're all like me. We're all, oh, no, Felix. See, you can't run your mouth because you lived in Columbus, boy, okay? Columbus is not Jackson, honey. Columbus is, Columbus, baby. You lived in Columbus. That's where my mom is right now, is in Columbus. At the Golden Triangle Hospital, honey, where I was born. Uh-huh. She's staying the night at the hospital right now. You lived in Columbus. Columbus ain't the same thing. You could have paid me to live in Columbus. You could have paid me to live in Columbus, baby. Let me go ahead and pop this stuff in here. I'm just going to air fry it all together. You could have paid me to live in Columbus. Damn, this is really Jesus. I wanted to steam the broccoli, but I put the mushrooms in here. I just put it all in here. Let's hope it all cooks together good. Jackson got a sight in that Jackson, what do you say? Jackson got a sights in that hole. Come down to Jackson. That's where I lay. I'm on to Jackson. Alright. We're gonna air fry at 400 for 15 minutes. Rice is gonna be ready in 4 minutes. I timed this horribly. It's way better than I could literally live my whole life in Jackson. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't see how everybody's like, you know that Houston got the best food. No, Jackson got the best food. Oh, you could pay me. You don't even have to pay me to live in Jackson. From somebody who's lived in this goddamn trash ass city over here. Oh, no. You ain't gotta pay me. I love Jackson. You can get you a 4-bedroom home that is like every house that you see in the movie The Help. Hell, quiet as it's kept. Peyton had one of those houses that you saw in the movie The Help. In the back, out there in the back. Bitch, you paying $1,000, if not less, for that house in 2025 a month. Rent $600, $700 for a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, the cost of living there is amazing. It's Jackson, Clinton all around. You got nothing but good food. Simple living, land. Everybody knows everybody, so you gotta deal with that. But I always stuck to myself, honey. It's that type of place where you don't like if you get off at Finian's closed down last year too. Finian's was my go-to bar. Loved Finian's. In fact, Finian's, if you watch the very first episode of Catfish on season 1, it's in Clinton, Mississippi. It's in Jackson, Mississippi. And they meet this black guy who's I forgot his name. He is the chef, the cook, the kitchen cook at Finian's. Finian's is my go-to bar, honey. That's where I grew up, was at Finian's. Episode 1, season 1, Catfish. Jackson is the type of place that it don't matter if you get off at 9 o'clock, you get off at 8 o'clock, you get off at 10, 11, 12, or 1 o'clock. If you get off and you get off work and go to Finian's, your crew is always gonna. I tell people this, and my dad laughed when I said this. He was like, "You are so right when you said that." It's just like that TV show. It feels like that 70s show. It feels like the vibe of that 70s show. Everyone is like kind of like. It reminds me of like when people talk about Oregon, how like Oregon is like for hipsters. Well, think of like a Southern style hipster. They're all in Jackson. Covered in tattoos. The white girl who's covered in tattoos with red hair. Just simple living. Jackson's the type of place where I wouldn't mind having a normal job. But living out here, I wouldn't want a normal job. I need to have a job that goes ample and supplies so much more for me. But there, I wouldn't mind working at a little boutique because the bills ain't crazy. I've been homesick since I left. I've missed home without a doubt. I've always missed Jackson. I didn't want to leave Jackson. I had to leave Jackson. It wasn't a choice. It was my only option. If I could still be there to this day, I'd definitely still be in Jackson. I had no plans to leave. It's just because of that fucking COVID and quarantine. You know, everyone's life got disrupted. Everyone's life got changed and switched, or a lot of us, our lives got changed and switched around. And that COVID did that for me. I had no choice but to leave. And my whole family, brother, sister, mama, daddy, they all left. They were living out here in Houston. I stayed. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to no damn city. I love it there. And then because of COVID, I had no choice. Well, COVID and a divorce, I had no choice. So then I came out here. Whatever. Thank you. I would like to, my dream locations I've always wanted to live. Now, one's officially off of the menu. I've always wanted to either live, I wanted to live like around a body of water, but not like an ocean. I always wanted to ideally live at Lake Tahoe, but specifically Northern California, Lake Tahoe. But, okay, there you see the eye roll. It's something about this place. I just don't like it. It's the sound for me. And I learned when I lived out in LA. I learned when I live in LA that I cannot do cities. Oh my God, I was so depressed in that city. I was like, where's the grass? Where's the trees? All this sound every night. Like now, when I go to sleep, I'm like, why do I hear cars? Why do I hear people talking? Why do I hear an ambulance? Why do I hear a fire truck? 1 o'clock in the morning where it should just be dead of night. And I'm hearing a fire truck. Why? I never experienced, I didn't grow up with that type of shit. I heard an ambulance the other morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, why? Why am I here? Who decided to die at 2 in the morning? I gotta hear this shit. When you're from small town Jackson, that ain't nothing you gotta deal with. Yes, people die at 2 in the morning, but it's not that type of populated place where it's all the time. I'm like, Lord Jesus. I'm hearing cop cars. I'm like, Lord, it's 2:30 in the morning. Turn that off. I mean, at least at my old place back in like League City, I didn't have to hear that. And where I was living at before here, it was like a neighborhood suburby type. So I didn't have to hear that either. But here, bitch, I'm downtown. Downtown. Hearing it all right down. I was supposed to put, I'll leave it on. Oh, you see it smells like the broccoli burning. I had to mix this up because, see, this is why I wanted to. This is why I wanted to steam this shit. Girl, the broccoli already been in there 2 minutes. Look at that. I miss having a yard. I've always had yard. Even at my old apartment complex, I had a big ass strip of just grass that nobody bothered me at. I got avocado too, huh? Downtown, you hear a lot of different sounds when it's like, exactly what I just said. Girl, I stay in the streets, honey. You know, I don't learn about myself. And I'm honest. I'm upfront and honest. Your girl may not be book smart, but I'm street smart. I know how to handle myself. Shrimp. I'm addicted to cocktail shrimp. I am not book smart, and I will never claim to be. But I have lived life smart. And I also think I'm just that person who's very, I always tend, listen, you want to be real about it? I don't claim to always be right, but bitch, I am never wrong. I am never wrong. If I give you advice and I'm taking time out of my day to give you advice, you better take it. Because I'm saving your life. I have never been wrong. Now, I don't claim to always be right, because then you find them people be like, well, girl, you can't be right all the time. I may not be right. I probably can't be right all the time. But I can't think of 11:11. Let me make my wish. Girl, I hope it comes true. I hope it comes true. I want that man to come down and live with me. Yeah, I said it, girl. He may be coming to visit for a whole weekend. 30 days. But when he comes for my birthday in March, I don't... Oh, shit, he's still here. Never mind. Anyways, let me cut this avocado. I am never wrong. I think I'm just a realist. That's because I'm an observer, and I really pay attention to the universe. So when I give you advice, you better take it, and you better take it well. I have something in my hair. All right, I'm doing the avocado. Boy, I thought you was somewhere else. I didn't know you was there. All right. I'm gonna just do the whole avocado. No. Should I do the whole avocado? This is what I be telling you. See, imagine I'm sitting there just checking out, and you sit there and tap me on my shoulder. I'm looking at you, and you say, I know you probably hear this all the time, but you are just so beautiful. And then I sit here and say, thank you so much. You're like, man, you're so pretty when you smile too. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll just do half the avocado. Girl, that's not gonna be enough avocado. I got 3 more in there. I'm trying to get full tonight. And this is a good fat to have in the body. A very good fat. It's gonna complement the salmon really good. You see, this is what I get for running my damn mouth. Let's do some cucumber. You see, I fed the other cucumber this morning, or this afternoon, to... Oh. I think it's good. Let me make sure the salmon's cooked. Salmon is cooked. We're good. We're good. Let me show y'all what we're working with. I'm going to show you what I'm working with. Look. So, the crab stuffed. It's fake crab, girl. It's not the real stuff. But it's, you know, I ain't never had real crab. Well, actually, I have had real crab. I've cooked it. It's in my book. Why does it look so dirty? So the crab stuffed salmon, broccoli, and mushrooms. Quiet as it's kept. I really want to put that garlic oil in it, but I'm not trying to die. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I would like some cucumber in here. Pay attention to what I'm working with. If you're noticing, salmon, cucumber, avocado, rice. Very big sushi vibes going on. Correct? Correct. I'm going to put some cucumber in here. And I kind of like to load up on the extra toppings because that makes me want to put less rice if I'm having more other things to eat. Which means I'm not eating so many carbs. Because y'all know rice is my freaking enemy. Rice and pasta are my enemy. I want to put a little bit of this, I'm going to do a little bit of some of these shrimp. I like little nibbles of shrimp in here. Whenever I'm sticking up in my life, it's always because I'm eating too much rice or too much pasta. So I'm now trying to get into this habit of eating portion control, eating my rice. So it's working out, I think. 11:11. Damn. 7:11. All right. We'll cut up 3 little shrimp to go in here. Ash, what you having for dinner? EPC, what did you have for dinner? I know Barb had a Factor meal, child. No, Barb had taco hell. I'm always just prepared to be like, Factor meal. Factor meal. And there's like the one nights I always say, Factor meal. She's like, no, Wendy's. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I want to, oh, I got my green onion. Let me get my scissors. Girl, I swear to God, if you are chewing on my shoe. I began to remember and figure out fried some steak, had it with the, like you battered it and fried it. Barbecue ribs. Okay. Barbecue ribs, potato salad, and some corn. The ribs came out so, girl, hold on. Let me see my address. Give me some ribs, girl. I gotta stay away from ribs. Ribs are the one meat, I don't know if it's because I overeat them. So say 13 likes, fabulous. I don't know if it's because I overeat them or they just don't sit right with my stomach, because I do love ribs. But when I tell you, every time I've had ribs, I've thrown up. I think it's probably, I don't see, it's not like I get food poisoning. It's like I just have to throw them up one good time and then I'm good. So I don't know if it's because I like them so much and I overeat them, or they just don't sit right in my stomach, but I always throw up when I eat ribs. Now, mind you, I haven't had ribs probably since I was like, the last time I had them was like, I was definitely a teenager. But I do know I love me some good old ribs, honey. I do. And I think I love them too much. I'm just like, la, 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 la. Ribs. I just chew them up and boom, throwing up, girl. So in here I have some shrimp, some green onions, avocado, and cucumber. It is, but you know what? There's a place that I want to try, and I think when my baby gets here, we can go try it together. There's a place not far from here called Pinkertons. And my parents said it is the best barbecue they have ever had. And I'll tell you, when my parents say something is good, believe them. When you were sitting there saying what you had, I started, has anybody seen that movie, Waiting to Exhale? That's one of my all-time favorite movies. If you want to know M, you should know that I love the movie Waiting to Exhale. I'm putting everything in here. Broccoli, mushrooms, salmon. I love the movie Waiting to Exhale. It has Loretta Devine in it. It has Whitney Houston in it. And it has that scene where Loretta Devine... You've never seen it? Bitch, you gotta watch it tonight. Angela Bassett. Y'all ever seen that meme of Angela Bassett sitting by a car and she's sitting in front of the car like this, and the car behind her is on fire? Angela Bassett, Whitney Houston, Loretta Devine. I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember the name of the fourth actress, but she is in the Toni Braxton "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" music video. Oh, I don't know. It's got to be on something. That is. If you are a woman, you have got to watch. These are 4 single women. I can't remember what man. I haven't watched it in a minute. Whitney Houston's dealing with the man. Loretta Devine. She is the type of woman who she has like a teenage son and she wants to find love again. And this man moves in right across the street from her. This fine man. And she sees him and she's like grabbing her pearls. I feel like Clutching My Pearls came from that movie. And she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna go out there and talk to him. So while he's unloading his truck, she walks out there all nervous. She's just like, hello. And he's just like, oh, how you doing? And it's like, and while he's talking, the camera's like zooming in on his mouth because she's just like, she ain't really paying attention. She's watching his lips move. And he's like, and she says, I can't remember all the things that she says, but she says, well, I just wanted to invite you over for some dinner. You know, I just had a couple leftovers, some ham hocks, sweet potatoes, collard greens, mac and cheese, fruit slices of ham. But she lists like 15 other foods. I mean, she's like, I have some turkey, some ham hocks, some ribeye, some meatloaf, some collard greens, some green beans, some mushrooms, and the fruit slices of ham. And he says back to her, I like a woman with little meat on her bones. It's like zoomed in on his mouth. I like a woman with little meat on her bones. And she said, what you say? And he's like, I like a woman with little meat on her bones. And she's just all flustered and flabbergasted. And it's the way she walks off, and she turns around, she just starts walking, and she's like, oh, I wonder if he's looking. And she looks back and looks, and he's looking, and she's like, he's looking, and keeps walking all off. This shit is so funny. Angela Bassett is like this successful woman, and her husband leaves her for a white woman, so of course she lights his fucking car on fire. I mean, it's such a good movie. It's about, it's a movie about sisterhood. These 4 friends who all come together because they're all single and all fine. It's very interesting. The other character, I can't remember her name. She's not a big actress today anymore. She is hung up, and the guy is hung up on her, but he's married. So it's just like all different types of relationships that are modern and going on and how they handle it. And it's all being told by 4 girlfriends. I'm the Loretta Devine trying to cook for the man. Would you like to come over for dinner? He's like, oh, what you got? You know, a little cup of collard greens, turkey, I mean, she lists like 15 things. Well, I ain't got no business. Oh, but that's what she said. She said, well, I ain't got no business eating all of this as big as I am. Because she is a bigger woman. He's like, well, I like a woman with little meat on her bones. Oh, what you say? She is hilarious. Such a comfort movie. Haven't seen it? Go watch Waiting to Exhale. That's the whole point of the movie, is that the title, Waiting to Exhale, is that when you finally find love, when you finally find that person, they all find their person that they're going to spend the rest of their life with. When you finally, or quote, the person that they find that they never knew they needed was themselves. So some of them don't find that love, but like Loretta Devine, she finds that love. And it's waiting to exhale, that moment where you finally realize, where you exhale, like you finally have relief that you found love. Bitch, I don't exhaled. I exhaled this week, honey. If I'm honest with you. I'm telling you. I told you, Ash. I have exhaled, baby. I have never exhaled in my life. All my shitty relationships. All of them. right, I'm going to put a little bit of chili oil in here because I'm obsessed with it. I bought this last week. This whole thing is literally empty. Ah, girl. He is the man of my dreams. He really is. Ain't no question about that. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Ain't no question about that. I don't put so much shit in here. I ain't got no I got no space for the rice. Let me get the rice. I don't want to take y'all off the charger because it's gonna die. Let's see if I can balance y'all a little bit. Right here. Let's see. The chicken is, oh, let me taste one of these pieces of chicken, see how tender it got. It's breast meat. Oh, it's tender. All right. Put some rice in here, not too much. I want to take him to the Houston Rodeo. I've never been, but I hear a lot of people always talk about it since I moved here, and I felt like that would be a good little trip. Would the Houston Rodeo be a fun trip? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna transfer all this to okay. I know it looks like crazy right now. It's crazy. As long as you don't live in Texas, you ain't been to this stuff. We gotta get you out that house more often, girl. They say there's always like performing acts there. I don't really listen to country music like that. I really don't care about the performing acts. Now, who was there last year? I think 50 Cent was there last year. I would have loved to go see 50 Cent, baby. Miley Cyrus was there last year. It's not like look, I would love to go see Miley Cyrus. But I know she's not going to perform the songs that I want her to perform. Ooh, ooh, let's go. A gin, oh, ooh, ooh. I can't wait to see you again. Okay. Girl. Okay. Let's go, Gianno, let's go. It's the girls' night. Ooh, ooh. Okay, this is what we got broccoli, mushrooms, crab stuffed salmon, avocado, cucumber, green onion, rice, chili oil, and shrimp. All mixed up in a little rice bowl. I stay dropping out. Let's see. Seasoned perfectly. Seasoned perfectly. The broccoli was a requirement. An absolute requirement. One thing I could never be is a Jew. I could never be a Jew because they don't like their food touching. And I love a good old mixed bowl. What, you thought I was going to say I can't be a Jew for other reasons? No, honey. The hairstyle's one. But no, I can't be a Jew because I don't like my shit being kosher. I like my stuff to mix. Like people, I like my stuff to touch. Like the people are like, oh my God, my food is touching. Girl, shut the hell up. I love when my collard greens touch my mac and cheese. Cause then you get that little part right there. That's mac and cheese and collard green. Mmm. Delicious combo. I love it. Mmm. I love mixed food. I grew up on making little bowls where you have like get like a bowl like this and put in your collard greens, put in a ladle of black eyed peas, or you can do cabbage instead, black eyed peas, crumble up some cornbread, little bit of mac and cheese, and mix all that shit up. Girl, a little bit of everything in every bite. I love mixed food so much. Okay, well. This was the first year that I haven't brought in the new year with cabbage, black eyed peas, and cornbread. But hell, it also seems to be my luckiest year yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's a bad luck omen. Could that be a problem? Maybe that's bad luck. But I found my honey bunny, bunches of oats. Maybe already halfway. Okay. It's been a good year so far. Well, not for Papa. You see, the doctor said that the reason he's in pain was because of his cancer, right? But when she was there just in December, he said he's felt no pain whatsoever. Mind you, when they took him to the doctor in December, he was already bitch. They should have at least called it stage 6 cancer. Like his whole body is nothing but swollen. Is nothing but, you can just see it. Like it's just cancer through his whole body. And he said he felt no pain. Only for 3 weeks later, he's waking up in the middle of the night screaming in pain. Mom said he was screaming. So I'm thinking he was lying when he said he didn't feel no pain. Because what she found out today from the doctor was that, I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. She told me to look it up, but I didn't have to look it up because I actually researched this. I came across it a couple years ago, maybe last year, the year before. If y'all have ever seen a person with extreme advanced cancer, their bones will start to calcify. Like little spikes. Like the bone starts growing outwards. Like you have a normal bone that looks like this, and then it just starts to grow outwards. Look up calcifying bone. So essentially that's what his bone is doing. So it's like spikes are growing out of his bone now, which are bone, into his tissue and his muscle. So of course that shit hurts like a bitch. I mean, when you look it up, it says it's probably one of the most painful things you could ever experience in your life. So to me, I'm sitting there thinking, if his bones are doing that now, then he had to have been lying in December when he said he felt no pain. Because ain't no way you're at advanced stage 4, body is covered in it, in the inside, to the point where now his bones can't hold it no more, and now they're just protruding. It's very intense. I suggest if y'all love y'all's grandparents. I love my grandparents, don't get me wrong. But what y'all are seeing right here from me is someone who really has never had a relationship with the grandparents. So, like, for example, I know my other cousins, probably all of them, are just like, they can't eat, upset, sad, whatever. But for someone like me who hasn't even spoken to my grandparents since I was 15, 16, it's not that it's not sad. I'm not saying that. But you see, it doesn't affect me probably like it affects everybody else. Like, when I go to the funeral, if I cry, I'll only be crying because my mom is upset, not because of the funeral. Mm-hmm. It's not like I don't love my papa, but I'm really experiencing like this is what it's like when you don't have like deep connections with people. Oh, I'll definitely cry at my Granny Rose's funeral. Bitch, that's gonna tear me up. I ain't seen my Granny Rose in just as long, but me and my Granny Rose, the one I showed y'all, my biological dad's side, the fashionista, we may not see each other, but we still have a relationship. We still text. We still talk. So that will tear me to shreds. And what will be the saddest thing about her passing? Now, mind you, I ain't got Granny Rose ain't going nowhere for a while. What will be sad about her passing will be the fact that she's my only connection to my dad's side. So when she passes, I will have no connection to that side. I don't have a connection with any cousin on that side. Not that we really have any cousins. I think my Uncle Roderick has a son. I don't even know his name. He's grown. He's in his 20s. He's probably the same age as me, quite honestly. And then my Aunt Tidra, she moved to Humble maybe 3 years ago. She moved from now my Uncle Roger, he lives out here in Houston as well. He's always lived in Houston ever since he graduated high school and moved out here from Mississippi to Houston. And then Aunt Tidra moved out here to Houston 3-4 years ago. Humble. And she has 2 daughters, Michaela and Shanta. Shanti. Either Shanta or Shanti. And I know Shanti works at some skincare clinic right here at the Galleria. But I don't have a relationship with my Aunt Tidra. Because when my dad passed away, now mind you, I've never had a relationship with any of these people. Ever. Even as a kid. But when I was dealing with my dad's death and the funeral and everything, of course, you know, that was the first time I was ever really around them again. They were around me when I was little, but, you know, growing up, when I would come to visit my granny, I'd come to visit my granny. You know, I wasn't going to go hang out with Aunt Tidra. I hung out with my Aunt Renee. Absolutely. My Aunt Renee is the only aunt on that side. She was my dad's sister, but she was the half-sister. So my Granny Rose isn't her mom. After Grandpa Billy and Granny Rose, actually, I think, I'm pretty sure Aunt Renee, her name is Billy Renee. Aunt Renee was with the side chick. And then that's what it was. Yeah. She'd always come and like drive 3 hours and come and see me as a kid, probably like 2-3 times a year. So I loved my Aunt Renee. Haven't seen her since I was a kid either, though. Once I grew up, and you know, it is what it is. So when I was dealing with my dad's funeral stuff, mind you, my dad and I had just started to form a relationship the year he passed. Like, I never talked to my dad on the phone growing up. We just didn't do that. He would send his child support every month, never missed a month. And, you know, he did what he was supposed to do as a parent, took care of me that way. And then I have my immediate family, my family, our unit, which is my stepdad, my mom, and then my half sister and my stepbrother. That is my unit. My brother has two other brothers. I have two other brothers. Other than one, now they live in Houston, so my brother's a little bit closer to those brothers. Not close with them. He don't just hang out with them, but you know he talks to them more than I talk to my damn brothers. I don't talk to them at all. At all. That's what I'm saying is that once my granny Rose passes, I'll have no connection to that side because I don't have a relationship with my brothers. But when I was dealing with my dad's funeral stuff, mind you, me and my dad had just started talking on the phone. We just started texting. I mean, we only started talking and texting maybe 3-4 months. And he was going to come to my high school graduation. So that was like the big thing. Is like, I'm so ready to graduate because my dad's going to be at my graduation. My dad's going to be at my graduation. It was such a big deal to me. It was probably the biggest deal to me. I was looking for my whole senior year. I was just like, I'm so ready to graduate because my dad's going to be there. I haven't had no memory of him. He had seen me. I think the last picture we had was when I was like probably around 6 or 7, somewhere around there. That's the last time I'd seen him. So when it came to the graduation, I was just like, man, I'm so excited he's going to be at my graduation. And then we were texting on the phone, we were talking, and then it all stopped. And I was always wondering, why isn't he reaching out to me anymore? But you know, it was never really a big deal to me because, again, that connection started to form when I was a senior in high school. AKA, I have my dad. Jeff, my stepdad. That's my dad. That's the man who's been in my life since I was a month. When I was 1 month old, that's when him and my mom got together. So that's my dad. So I was never just like, whatever. But it was always curious to me until I found out. So then he passed away. We found out he passed away. A couple months had passed. He passed away right before graduation. When I tell y'all, he passed away December of 2010, and I graduated May of 2010. I was like, well, fuck, I guess he's not going to be at my graduation. But then when I went to Columbus and I was dealing with all this stuff, my aunt Teacher, that's when I found out that he had got a new phone number. And not only did he get a new phone number, he had been calling me, and he never texted me, but he had been calling me. I've always been the type of person that I just don't answer unsaved phone numbers, especially as a kid. It's like, especially as a kid in 2010, it's like, what? Unknown phone numbers is either spam or you should have my phone number. So I would never just answer it. So, and he never texts was the thing. He probably texted me back then, but I don't even think he really texted. I think it was always phone calls. I don't think he was a texter. So when I was dealing with the funeral stuff, my aunt Teacher kept on saying to me, well, I'm gonna say it just like her. Well, you know, your dad was always calling you. He was always calling you and you wouldn't answer. He was always calling you. He wouldn't answer. You wouldn't answer. And that shit put such a foul taste in my mouth because it was just like, bitch, I wasn't ignoring him. I didn't have his number. I didn't know that was him from a new number calling me. I'm not going to answer that. You know, my parents raised, you don't just answer unsaved phones. You know, we don't know what it is, spam or whatever. And she just beat that into me the whole time. Mind you, I didn't have a relationship with this woman. She hadn't seen me since I was 5 or 6. So for me to be at 17, no, the funeral was when I was 16. I graduated. I was the youngest person in my class. I turned 17 right before graduation. Stop it. That put such a foul taste in my mouth for that woman that she kept on, almost like she was putting it on me. Like she was just like, well, he was doing what he was supposed to do and you weren't answering. And it's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So because of that instance, I've not wanted to have shit to do with them because how dare you make a kid feel so bad? Why would you make me feel so bad about that? And I unfriended her on off of Facebook. Uh, and I remember my Granny Rose was like, just a couple years ago, she was like, well, you know, your aunt teacher wants to, because I needed some money for something. She's like, well, you know, our aunt teacher said she'll help you out. You just got to get in contact with her. And I was like, I ain't get in contact with her. Fuck her. Absolutely not. And my mom was like, well, but always been 100% down. She was like, that was fucking wrong of her. Well, you know, your dad was always just trying to get in contact with you. He was trying to. He was trying to. Yeah, well, then he probably should have texted me and said, hey, I got a new phone number. And that shit has bothered me to this day, that I do not and have not ever in my life answered a phone call from anybody that is not saved in my phone. Whenever I see a number pop up on my screen, the instant, even to this day, spam, I don't care what it is, but I instantly think about my dad. And I hear that bitch in my brain going, well, he was trying to. And it's just like, oh, she just made me feel so bad. And that's what she was trying to do. So I don't have relationships with them. And it's not something I try to forge. And I don't give a fuck about forging. So my only connection to my dad and my dad's side is my Granny Rose. So she will be the one that I will be upset about when she passes away. And I will cry. Because when she passes away, I will be closing the whole chapter on my dad's side. I don't have a connection with any of those people. And I don't want to have a connection with any of them for them to make me feel so bad as they did. Not one cousin, even my cousins when they have grown up, they're all grown now. My brothers are grown. Not one person has reached out and tried to form a connection with their cousin or their sibling. So I could care less too anyways. I have my family. I have my mom's side and I have my dad's side. And when I say my dad's side, I mean my stepdad's side. I have his side. I don't give a fuck about my biological dad's side whatsoever, except my Aunt Renee. Now, we may not have had no connection as a grown adult, but I will always remember how she was always there for me as a kid. Aunt Renee would always drive to 3 hours. And she didn't have to do it. She would always drive 3 hours, probably 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a year, just to take me to Wendy's. I'd get the salad with the chili and a baked potato. And I'd put the chili on my salad and the chili on my baked potato. And we'd just have a lunch together. And then she'd take me to Payless, get me some new shoes. And then she'd take me to Walmart and get me some clothes. And then she'd drop me off at home. And then she'd take me, and then she'd drive right back 3 hours back home. And that will always be such a core memory to me about my Aunt Renee, is that she always did that for me. My mom would be like, well, your Aunt Renee's coming to see you today. What? Oh my gosh. She pulled up in her big old black Suburban. My black Aunt Renee, come on, give me my hug. We go to Wendy's, we go to Payless, we go to Walmart. We spend many hours together. And I'd be dropped off at home with all my little bags. Aunt Renee took me shopping and have just the best memories of my Aunt Renee. Now, she may not be too proud of how I am today because I'm friends with Aunt Renee on Facebook and everything. And I comment on her stuff and she don't ever respond back to me. But I'll always cherish those memories. It is what it is. I think everything happened for a reason. My granny told me the last time I talked to her, you know, your aunt teacher, she wants to hear from you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because that's a foul human being to do that to a child. I was 16 years old. I mean, just foul to do that. And when I told my mom that, she said, you don't ever have to go back there. And I said, thank you. The fact that my mom was so, and it's just so adamant. She was just like, I remember I got in the car and I was upset. And she's like, "Why are you so upset?" Now, remind you, like my mom, during that whole funeral stuff, my mom was just, they were teenage lovers, So she was not close to them or anything. So, when I was dealing with the funeral stuff, funeral planning, being around the family, she would just drop me off and then she'd go back and be with her family. But I think I had stayed the night or something that was just going on. I was just like, I remember I just wanted to not be there. I sound like a cop. Um, Remember I got in that car and I told her I don't want to be around these people anymore. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I told her that, and she was just, my mom was so pissed. Oh, mm-mm-mm. So that's why I don't give a damn about my dad's side. And then like, and then like my dad's wife, Michelle, mind you, again, I always got a check every month, which was my dad. It wasn't child support. It was his social security check because he was an obese, overweight man. That dog is squealing like it's again. Like, what is this? He's saying, "Please stop." Clearly, it's not dead. But I'd always receive like it was like a check, like $275 or something, $300 every month on like the 12th, which was my dad's social security check. I got that my whole life. And when I tell you, my dad wasn't in the ground. Now, mind you, I was supposed to get that till I was 28 years old. And after he passed, it was supposed to go up because of him passing. It was supposed to be like 400 something I was supposed to get every month. My dad wasn't in the ground 1 week before Michelle pulled whatever shit she did and got me completely taken off of that. So my dad, even before in death, wanted to take care of me, his child. And he wasn't dead 1 week before that bitch went in and made sure I got no money ever again. That shit is what put a foul taste in my mouth towards my brothers and that bitch. Um, he wasn't dead 1 week before we got the papers. And my mom was like, "What the fuck? She took you off of everything." I'm not her child. I'm his child. This is what he wanted to do for his child. And she made sure that even in the grave, he wasn't no longer that just, and this hoe had the nerve to add me on Facebook a couple months ago, or like 2 months ago. I was like, "You fucking bitch. Don't you ever think, oh, don't you ever." I just screenshotted it and sent it to my mom, and my mom said, "What the fuck?" She said, "Decline that shit now." I'm like, girl, you ain't even gotta tell me. I didn't decline it. I should decline it. I just left it there. So she always sees it has to be responded to, but I really should decline it so she can know I declined that shit. But it's just, what a work of art that side of the family is. Just trash. So I really care less for them completely. It's trash. So that's why I'm trying to give you explanations of why I only fuck with my granny. My granny loves me. I'm her first grandchild. She loves me. And I love that woman. So definitely when I go to Mississippi for my pawpaw stuff, I'm definitely going to go spend time with my granny. Absolutely. My granny is the queen bee, honey. She is queen. Listen, what's so funny is that I am my granny reincarnated. From the way I talk, my mannerisms, the way I stand, I have like, my legs don't pop like a lot of people's do. Mine naturally bend. Not bow-legged crazy, but like, I don't have to lock them in. They just naturally lock into place. I'm her comedy. I may look like my mom, but everything is Granny Rose. I'm 5'7", she's 5'7". My dad was 5'5", and my mom was 5'1". It's just like I got a lot. There's a couple of things that skip generations. A lot of the skip generation that I got came from Granny Rose. I am Granny Rose to a T. She is fabulous. Baby, she got a room full of nothing but fur. And when I say nothing but fur, I mean clothing racks. 3 lanes in the bedroom. Wall to wall, wall to wall, wall to wall. Little walkways. Just hundreds of fur. I mean, just fabulous. Girl, fuck PETA. I don't give a damn about PETA either. I'll tell you what. PETA ain't nothing but big old bullies. And I've always said that. The nerve for somebody to throw paint on somebody and ruin someone's clothes because you don't like the material that it's made out of. Go suck a dick. I can't stand PETA. I always haven't stand PETA. I think they're just fucking bullies. If you want to wear your fur, bitch, wear your fur. Wear your alligator and wear it well and nicely. The reason I love Chinese food was because of her. The reason I eat shrimp fried rice, shrimp lo mein, and shrimp egg foo young is because Granny Rose, all we ate growing up when I stayed with her was shrimp fried rice, shrimp lo mein, and shrimp egg foo young. I love boiled eggs today because all her and I would do, she would boil up eggs, sprinkle some salt on top of them, and we just be sitting there in the kitchen eating boiled eggs. I love that woman. The reason I don't drive today is because she don't drive. Never. I am that woman to a T. PETA is trash, and I've always said that. And I hope I get successful one day so they can see a video like this where I say, y'all are trash. They're nothing but bullies. That's all they do. We're going to wear our fur. We're going to wear our leather. All that fake shit that's being made is more worse for the environment. Bitch, I'm not walking around in no damn high heels made of recycled plastic. Hell no. Hi, Hammer. You lie. You just a liar. But I appreciate it. This is the best rice bowl I've made. Pamela Anderson out here. Here. Wear my new mini skirt made of recycled plastic TVs. Girl, I don't wear no damn flat screen TV skirt. Hell no. I want leather and I want it good. I want a fur coat with mink. I want a nice leather coat with alligator and alligator trimming. You see all them animals out there in the zoo? You see all them animals out there in the wild? Ring them right up and get them for me. I want to wear them all. Sit here walking around in some goddamn Louboutins made out of water bottles. Excuse me? No, I want my Louboutins made of Cheshire cats. Absolutely. Humans have been wearing fur and real animals since the beginning of time. Riri got locked up too. What happened to May May? I want it all. I want it all. And that ain't never gonna change about me. Don't you ever give me pleather. Do you hear me? Don't you ever give me pleather. I don't know damn pleather. Mm-mm. I've been on a social media cleanse, y'all. Have y'all noticed that? Y'all ain't seen no stories from me? Oh, in Discord? How? When'd you send it to me? I haven't. I don't think I have. I've been on such a cleanse. I've been trying to see if I can really do it. I stopped posting on Facebook, and I haven't been on Facebook in 3 days. I think Facebook is going to be the hardest thing for me to get rid of. Just because Facebook, for me, really is my connection to Mississippi. Instagram has been no problem. I haven't gotten an Instagram, I think, since last Wednesday. That's no problem. TikTok, not a problem. Bitch, I don't even use TikTok, okay? So I don't even open TikTok. Tinder is a little hard. Tinder? Is that what it's called? The bird? Is that Tinder? Twitter. Twitter is hard because I get my news from Twitter. Like I go to the news feed and look at the news feed on there. So I do tend to check that once a day or twice a day. And then I do just like Facebook because I like my timeline on Facebook and I can see, everybody from school, what they're posting, Jenna, Jessica, Jennifer, all the white girls from high school, all their families, all their kids. But I think my problem with Facebook is that I follow I'm in some unhealthy groups, which aren't good to be in. And I think they get me riled up. So it really is more as simple as I really just need to unfollow those groups. And then I think it'll be more healthier for me. But girl, hitting that unfollow button is such a hassle. It's such a hassle. I think I'm going to, though. WhatsApp will always be so weird to me. I don't understand WhatsApp. Never had a WhatsApp, but I've always been asked so many times, what's your WhatsApp? Like, I ain't got no damn WhatsApp. To me, I always thought WhatsApp was for 2 reasons. I always thought I ain't got no Snap either. If you, in my opinion, now I have a Snap, but bitch, I ain't been on my Snap prior since I was 17 years old. If you are on WhatsApp, I always thought it was either people who were sending messages to people that they shouldn't be sending messages to, aka cheaters, or you had a foreign friend. But, across seas, so you can send messages and not be charged for the data. But I am learning that some people do business on WhatsApp. But to me, I'll always associate cheaters or foreign friend. If you're over the age of 22, and hell, especially if you're over the age of 30 and you got a Snap, I don't trust your ass whatsoever. Because why the hell? Because only teens use Snapchat or sneakers. So if you sneak in, if you have a Snapchat, if my man had a Snapchat, oh bitch, I'd be questioning some shit. I would be questioning some shit. What you got a Snapchat for? Who you snapping? Because why at your grown age? Why at your grown age do you feel the need to be talking to somebody where your chats disappear? Do you get what I'm saying? Are you catching my drift? I do not trust a man who's got Snapchat. It never fails. I mean, it never fails. I could be so into a dude, and when I find out he has Snapchat, well, because why do you need to send messages to somebody that disappear? Okay, exactly. So Snapchat is a deal breaker for me. Such a deal breaker. Such a deal breaker. Because why do you need to send messages? And who are you sending messages to that you want no trail of? Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn. Let the kids move around like that. Let the little children move around like that. But a grown ass person, that ain't cute. Exactly. They're sus. Hey, Ezra. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to bless my soul. That's not your job. That's God's job. And God didn't tell me that He sent you. In fact, I'm getting weird vibes from you. So you should probably just go mind your own business. Thank you. Ugh, people act weird. People act so weird. Mm. Only you use the internet because it needs your number. Then at that point, I'm just thinking to myself, well, why don't you just text me? Why don't you just text me at that point? Has end-to-end encryption, so your conversations are. See, someone told me that too. But then all I can think to myself is, I don't know. It will always be weird to me. I don't know. I have never had a WhatsApp. I ain't got no plans to have a WhatsApp. I got normal Galaxy texting. I got messages. And who the hell is trying to steal my information? That's what I be wondering. Who was it? Last year? I'm sorry, like last summer I was talking to somebody and they were like, it has end-to-end encryption, so it's protected. I'm like, bitch, who are you? The Dalai Lama? Who is trying to steal your information? Huh? Tell me. Okay? You better text me, bitch. You better text me. I ain't get downloading some app. Well, I want to send you pictures. So why not? Well, if you can't send them normally, I don't want them. Anyway, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here and eat my food. I done given y'all 2 hours of my life. Tonight was a good conversation. Listening on it mostly by the government. Girl, I ain't got nothing worth of value to tell them. And quiet as it's kept, they probably listen to me on all these other bugs everywhere, left and right. What they gonna do? Make me into a reality show? That would be a blessing. I'm a dip. Relax, chill with the puppies. I gotta finish some work. I totally forgot about. Text. You see, all these damn sounds in this city be irking me. Text my baby. Because he's a whole hour ahead of me. Dog barking out there, someone yelling out there, death going on down here, someone on the phone down there. It's just too much. It's too overstimulating for me. My house sister's a Mexican back home. And girl, magistrate. Girl, that's a Mexican. First use WhatsApp if she says anything pertaining to the government because of her position. Girl, I don't know nobody in the government. If I find somebody worth the value who has information, then I'll get that from them. Until then, I'm just a country bumpkin. Trying to get my man to move down here. He's gonna move down here. We already talked about it. But I want it to happen like within like the next 3 months. I'm not waiting all year. You need to come down here. You need to come here right meow. I want him sitting on that couch right there, looking at me while I'm doing this live. And then I want him walking behind me and cuddling me and snuggling me, kissing me on my neck. And we both say bye together. I want him waiting in my bed for me, in our bed together. I want him snuggling with Barry. I want him snuggling with me. Anyways, child. Y'all better have a good night tonight. Play Infinity Nikki if you haven't already. I'm at level 29. And I'm doing my thing, honey. Yeah. I'll see y'all later. Who knows? Maybe I'll go live again tonight. That is a big old. I'll check it. Soon, girl. Soon. He's going to be here in 30 days. And he's going to come back a month later for my birthday. You see, the plan is I'm going to see if I can convince him around the birthday. Don't buy that ticket back. Just stay. And he wants to. Don't worry. He wants to, bitch. It's just making sure it's all planned out perfectly. I'm going to marry that man, bitch. I am so happy. I'm going to marry that man, bitch. I'm going to marry that man. I'm going to marry that man. I'm going to marry that man. I tell you, answers, manifestation, and dreams have been answered. I'm going to scream it from the rooftops. Anyways, I'm going to go out here and be nosy and see what all this noise is going on. I'll talk to you later, girl.